So this lady made an art piece that somehow managed to come to life and ended her. Let's dive in. Love triangles are as old as time, but in Wellington, Florida, 1990, one affair ended not in heartbreak, but in murder. Marlene Warren, 40 years old, was known as a kind mother and devoted wife. To neighbors, she and her husband, Michael Warren, seemed like an ordinary couple. But behind closed doors, Michael was living a double life, sneaking away with a woman named Sheila Keene. Sheila was younger, attractive, and worked closely with Michael in his used car business. Their affair grew bold: whispered phone calls, secret dinners, late-night meetups. Rumors swirled in town, but Marlene either didn't know, or chose to ignore them. On the morning of May 26, 1990, Marlene's ordinary life shattered. She answered her front door to find what seemed like a bizarre surprise: a clown. The figure wore a bright orange wig, a red nose, and white face paint. In one hand, balloons, one read, "You're the greatest," and another had Disney characters. In the other hand, a basket of flowers. But hidden behind the smile of the clown was a gun. Before Marlene could react, the clown raised the weapon and fired a single bullet into her face. Her son, Joey, rushed to her side as she collapsed. The killer calmly walked back to a white Chrysler LeBaron and drove away. Investigators immediately suspected Sheila. Days earlier, she had been seen purchasing a clown costume, a wig, and balloons at a nearby costume shop. Witnesses even recalled her demeanor: nervous, hurried, as though preparing for something more sinister than a party. But with no gun recovered and DNA science still in its infancy, the case went cold for decades. But in 2014, forensic advancements breathed new life into old evidence. DNA tests tied fibers and hair to Sheila. In 2017, she was arrested. And in 2023, she finally confessed, pleading guilty to second-degree murder. Sheila traded her freedom and soul for a man's affection. Marlene lost her life to betrayal wearing a painted smile. And Joey, the boy who watched his mother's last breath, still carries that image, proving that some nightmares never fade. Just in case you didn't get this clear, here's a boomer: Sheila was working for Michael's used car business and was also married to another man, Richard Keene. Sheila and Michael continued their secret relationship for years. In 2002, 12 years after Marlene's death, Sheila and Michael officially married in Las Vegas. They later moved to Tennessee, where they ran a restaurant together. The relationship between them was intimate. And both are still together till this day. You heard that right. Sometimes, people do find true love the hard way after all, so in case you're wondering if your relationship is the worst, remember, you're still alive. And so I ask, when desire turns to obsession, and love becomes possession, can anyone truly know the person lying next to them at night? I'm Chantel, and this is The World Through Her Eyes.
Don't forget to subscribe, like and follow for more tales. See ya.